Hey guys, it's Jenny and Lisa. We have a good helper today.
Hi.
We're going to go ahead and get started. We're doing this a little earlier today because I had time, so why not? Let's do it. I've got some cool stuff. We're working with Libra and Leo. Both of these colors are from MChi.
Good job.
Just so you guys can see what colors these are. It's a really beautiful like blue sparkle and a really beautiful gold like holographic color.
Yes, definitely.
So those are our two colors. We're going to start with the gold Leo first, and we're going to do a weaver gel design on that, and I'm using black. This is an older pot. We have a bunch of these for demo, and we just don't, there's no reason to waste them. They're perfect. They're just a little beat up from travel. Hey, Mom! My mom's here, everybody.
Hi, Miss Jenny's mom.
It's kind of like, it's really sticky, guys, so just be careful. You can see what that looks like. This is black. And so what I like to do is I like to use the dotting tool end on my crystal picker because it gives you a little bit more substance on the end of this. Hey, how are you? How are you, Tin? How are you? Hey, everybody. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of weaver design on this. And then I'm going to put some crystals on there. So I have a base coat on here already. I cured the base coat for 15 seconds on top of my Dipping by MChi. And the reason that we do that is so that we can make sure that everything is going to adhere properly. So you can see how sticky this is. I don't know, let me give you guys a side view of this. You can see like how sticky that is.
It's cool.
Right, and that's perfect for us. And if you want to do some designs on it, it's really easy to do that. So I'm going to do kind of like some thicker like crisscross design. And you just want to come underneath and gather up that extra little string. You don't want it to be stringy on your client like that. There we go. Just keep wisping it. It'll go. It'll do the thing.
It'll do it.
So now that I have this one like this, I'm going to go in one more time. I'm going to go on the other side. And I'm going to do the same thing. And I kind of want to get the same width. So I'm going to do it just like that. You guys can see. Oh, I didn't like how thick that one was. So I'm going to do it one more time right on top of it.
It looks like an axe.
We're going to do it like that. I like the way that that looks. I'm going to put some crystals on there too. And then I kind of want to move, I want to do it like, there we go. Will you grab that lid for me, Lisa? It keeps sticking to my hand.
Oh.
See it? Stuck to me? It stuck to me, guys. And you know, I mean, I'm not going to go too crazy here. You could keep going and keep going with this and have like a really neat design. But I want to kind of keep this a little more simplistic here.
She's falling.
There we go. I'm going to do this one more time on the other side. I really like how I did that.
It looks like an A over here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can see how it's starting to melt a little bit, and I think that's because of the base coat. So you want to be a little quick about this. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pop that into the lamp. So I'm going to make this just a little wider.
Got it.
So the other one is starting to bleed just a little bit, and I do think that that's because...
Oh, on this side? Right here?
Yeah. You guys can see it, how it's because it was a really thick line. So I'm trying to match it. There we go. Thanks, Lisa. There we go. I think that looks great. There we go, perfect. Oh, somehow I got like a really thin line going there. Let's just mimic that one too. I want it to look symmetrical. I don't want it to be quite so off. So I'm just gonna go in one more time. Because they're bleeding together, which is okay, but I just want to make sure that they're bleeding together on both sides. Okay, so I really like this. I'm gonna go ahead and cure this for 60 seconds. Hey Enid, how are you, sweetie? I'm glad to hear you're doing good, 10. Thank you guys so much for showing up to my live video. All right, like I said, 60 seconds on the Weaver gel. After that, we're gonna go in with our Glitz glue gel. We'll put a thin layer of that down, and then we will put some crystals on there. Whoop.
Or how Miss Nancy likes to say it, some bling bling.
Maybe we will do, I'm gonna fill this.
You good over there, Miss Jenny?
Yeah, I'm gonna fill that so that it looks. That was bleeding too much into the other one. I just want you guys to see what I did here. So I filled those two little lines in so that they're solid black, okay? Just in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing over there. So 60 seconds on that. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off. I'm just gonna use a little paper towel because it's really sticky. If you guys need to use some alcohol, go for it. There we go, perfect. Did you guys see my nails, my crazy nails that I did? Working on them. We're gonna use the snowflake today. I'm gonna do that on the blue nail with some chain. I think you guys will like that. So where's my lid for this? I just had it. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I can close it.
Close that up for me. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, it's so sticky.
It is really sticky, so be careful, guys. I don't know if you can see I got it all over my hand. Do you want to give us some alcohol?
Yeah.
There's a spray bottle over at my station. It's pink. Oh, you have some? You got it.
Oh, yeah, that's alcohol.
Yes, it's alcohol.
I remember one
So
time.
I'm just gonna wipe my hand off, and you guys will see it's gone. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Gone. Awesome. We got a lot of helpers today. Thank you, guys. Look how shiny that is, though. Aww. Okay, so this is how pretty that turned out. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my Glitz Glue Gel condensed. I'm going to use the 5G pot just because there's more in here than there is at the other one. And I'm going to get my brush here.
Which one? Twin tip?
Let's make sure that they're both. Yeah, let me see the other one.
Twin tip?
Yeah, neither one of those.
Wait, is that the twin tip?
One of these is it. This one right here.
Yeah, she used it.
I got it. So here is our brush. This is what it's going to look like. These are our two ends. This is your number 6 gel end, and then you also have a liner end on this, just in case you guys are curious. And if you want to keep your brush here, so you guys can see, it's really thin. We
very thin.
Love that we have that thin brush because it lets me draw all kinds of cool stuff. If you haven't seen any of my hand painted stuff, you can definitely check out my Instagram. And you'll see I just did a pumpkin on one of my clients.
It's really cute.
So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put my Glitz Glue Gel Condensed. I'm going to put a thin layer on this because I'm not going to be using any bigger crystals, but I do want to make sure that I have enough for all of my smaller crystals. And any extra that I have on here, I'm just going to wipe off and put it right back into the pot. Perfect. And make sure that when you're doing this, if you're swiping the sides, you don't want to use your finger. You do want to use a glove. And then I'm always going to wipe off any excess on my brush before I stick it back in the top of this. And the reason for that being is because you can see how it's kind of close together like this. If you put your brush back into that cap and it has gel all over it, it's going to go just like this. It's going to stick to the sides, and you're going to have a really hard time
like
cleaning it. Yeah. Not.
So it's like this.
Yeah. So
that's disgusting.
It just gets bad, and it's really hard to clean. You can clean it properly as long as it hasn't been cured yet. You can clean it with a little bit of alcohol or some top coat before you stick it in some boiling water, and then it will go right back to being like this. Okay, so if you get your brush and you've got it all gunked up with your glue gel and it's got stuck inside the top of your cap, make sure you take a little Q-tip and you can clean your cap out really well. Don't pull out the plastic casing that's inside of there that keeps your brush from going all the way down inside. But you can just clean inside of there, swab around, and get all that excess off. And then you can stick your brush in boiling water, and it's going to go from being like this to being like this again, okay? It's just a quick little tip in case you guys ruin your brush or anything like that. If you cure gel in your brush, goodbye. You'll have to buy a new one. I'm sorry. You do not want to cure your brush, so make sure you're always capping it. So what I'm going to do is top coat this, and then I'm going to use these really beautiful orange crystals. So I've already got my base coat for 15 seconds. I did my artwork. Now I'm going to go in with my glue gel condensed, put that layer on there, and I'm going to put my top coat on. So I have a non-wipe top coat here. It's this one, I think.
Read it.
Here's our non-wipe top coat right here. And so I'm going to put one layer of my non-wipe top coat right on the top of my Glitz glue gel. And the color we're using, guys, is Emchi Leo, if you're curious what color I'm using. So I'm just going to go right on the top of this with my top coat. Just smoothing all that down. You can use the sides of your brush to kind of wipe away any excess on the sides there, just to keep the shape of your nail. You want it to stay nice and pretty. And then I can see here, because of the way that my thing is textured, it's just a little higher in the center. I just want to make sure that everything is nice and level. There we go. Got it. That is super cute. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our crystal picker. So we got my crystal picker here, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to get some crystals and put them onto this design. And I'm just going to kind of do whatever I want, which is what I normally do. May have two different size crystals there. That's okay. We can do this. Here we go. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me whatever questions you have. If you missed last week's video, you can always go back on our Facebook, on our Glitz page. We have a link to our Crystal Nail Obsession page, and you can check all that stuff out there. Let's see, I know we got another little one over here somewhere. It's not small enough. There we go. So I'm putting some of my gold beads on here. And I'm doing that just because I think it's gonna look really cute. And it'll give it a little bit of contrast so that when I add more crystals on, they're not gonna look just like they're all jumbled together. Alright. Put this right here. Ooh, I like this. This looks really cute.
So pretty.
Okay. Let's do some more gold beads on here. Just why not? I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm just picking out of this. And I'm also trying to make sure that my crystals all stay where I put them. And then my little gold beads are going to be inside of the black, because I don't want them to be on top of the gold, because then there won't be enough contrast there. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I love it. Looks really cute. Okay, now I'm going to put one little one right here. And I'm going to put a gold bead right on the top and the bottom of it. Looks like a little harness or something.
It does. A blinged up harness.
I like this. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna mess with it anymore. I think it looks really cute. I'm just gonna make sure everything's lined up before I pop it into the lamp. And I have to do that off camera, guys, because it's really hard for me to see what I'm doing when I'm underneath that light. Alright. And gorgeous. Okay, just so you guys can see, that's all I did. And I'm going to pop it right in the lamp for 60 seconds so that nothing is moving around on me. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Any questions at all. If you don't want to ask them on video, that's totally fine. I completely understand. You can always message us on Instagram or Facebook, or if you'd like to email us, you can email us at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. That's a really great way to get a hold of us. Whether you're a distributor or you're very curious about our products, or you can buy them, or you have any other questions, definitely give us an email at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. You can also always call us. You can call us at 206-771-5086. And any other inquiries, if you need to DM us on Facebook or Instagram, that's totally fine too. Somebody will get back to you. If you want to message me privately, that's totally fine. Hey Vicky, how are you? Good to see you. Ooh, this turned out really pretty. I like this one.
Yes.
So any of the products I'm using tonight, if you just go on our website and you can search Christmas, because that's what I'm using for the snowflakes, or you can search Halloween and you'll find all of our really pretty orange or black crystals that I've used in the past couple videos. I think last week we did transfer foil a lot, so you'll be able to find all of our transfer foils, all that stuff. Anything you're curious about, definitely just use that search bar and you're going to be able to find everything. That's the reason we did it for you. Okay, so I want you guys to see on the sides here, you can see how that gel goes right up over the edge of that crystal. Now, if the gel did not go up over the edge of the crystal, or I'm using something a little more intricate, say that I'm doing like bigger crystals, like something like my snowflake, for instance, I'm always gonna use my precision glue gel pen. See this little red cap? Do not throw it away. And then if you feel like it's good, that's fine, but always take the edge of this and just feel. You don't have to squeeze anything out if you feel like you did it well enough. Just feel and make sure that there's no lips, okay? And then if there is a little lip there, what you want to do is you're going to barely squeeze this. You're going to get a little bit out. You barely have to squeeze it, guys. You really don't have to go crazy. If you go crazy, you're going to end up with lumps everywhere, and you want your nail to look really nice and sleek. You don't want there to be any like giant lumps or anything like that. So I've put a little bit on top of the metal balls in the end of this one because I feel like if this were on my client, she's probably going to have issues with that, okay? You don't want that catching in your hair or anything, so definitely make sure that you're taking care of that. And then I'm going to pop this in the lamp for 60 seconds. Almost all of our products are going to cure in 60 seconds. The only one that doesn't cure in 60 seconds that actually cures faster in 30 seconds is our premium transfer foil gel. So just keep that in mind. And that's actually going to cure underneath any LED light, which is really awesome about that. That's one of the reasons it's a premium transfer foil gel.
Oh.
And I'm just curing that. And like I said, the other color that we're going to be using today is MG Libra. And this is Libra. This is what it looks like. It's so nice. I thought this was perfect for the snowflake. And I figured since I'm already wearing it, I might as well show you guys how to apply it. Also, it's really beautiful, and I love the design. That's one of the reasons I was really excited. I put it on both my thumbs. I did the snowflake. And then I did our tiny teardrop. Raindrop, our tiny raindrop, and our teardrop shape on both of these. I actually used this teardrop shape today on another nail set that I did on a client. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much, guys, for showing up to the live video. So now that that's done, this is what our finished product actually looks like. Turned out really beautiful. This is the MG color Leo, and I used our pumpkin spice, I think is the name of the orange crystals. So this is our little pumpkin spice nail. And that turned out really cute. I like it. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next nail. And like I said, I try to prep these before we get in here, before we get all super ready to go. I've already put my base coat on here. I cured my base coat for 15 seconds. This is a dipping color, so when you're doing this on top of dipping or you're doing this on liquid and powder, you do want to use a base coat. You want to cure that for 15 seconds, and then you start your design, okay? So I've got my nail prepped and ready. I'm going to get my glue gel condensed, and I'm going to use this on the surface of my nail. I'm going to get my twin tip brush here. This is what your number 6 gel end is going to look like. I'm going to get a decent amount of this because I'm going to be putting that snowflake on here, and I want to make sure it stays on. So I'm going to put my snowflake right at the top, and I'm putting chain and stuff on here too, so I want to make sure that I've got enough. Right, so I'm just making sure that I'm putting this all over the surface of the nail and that everything's going to be able to sink down into it, but I don't want it to cover up anything. So if you're doing this and you're using tiny little intricate crystals, you don't need to put quite so much as what I'm doing, but because I'm using these bigger crystals and I'm using the chain, I want to make sure that all the sides of my crystal are going to be completely encapsulated. Just the sides. We don't want the top of the crystal to be marked on. We don't want any of that gel on the top of the crystal. As soon as you start putting gel on the top of the crystal, it's no longer going to be shiny, okay? So now that I've got that the way that I want it, I'm going to put any excess back into the pot. There's no reason to waste it, and it'll go a lot further if you don't do that. So here we go, perfect. And then I'm going to wipe any extra excess off onto this. And like Vicky has told us before, do not use your fingers to wipe the sides of your nail. If you have gloves on, that's totally fine. Do whatever you want. Sometimes I'll use a little paper towel, but you can also just use your brush. Once you clean it off like this and you need to swipe the sides, you can do that. But I'm making sure that my brush is like this and wiped off all the way before I stick it back in this cap, because I don't want it to catch the sides of the lid and then go like this, right? You want your brush to stay nice and straight and sleek. You do not want it to be frayed out like this. If it's frayed out like this, you leave it in there or you cure it, it's ruined. So what you want to do is, if it does end up like this and you haven't cured it, it's just gel product in there, you can take it out, get a little Q-tip, clean out the inside of your cap, and then you want to use a little bit of top coat, get any excess glue gel out, get a little paper towel with some alcohol in it, wipe that, and then stick this in a little pot of boiling water. The boiling water will do the trick. It'll go from being like this back to this. And the same thing for your liner brush. If your liner brush goes from being like this to being like this, you can just straighten it right back out by sticking it in some hot boiling water. Thank you, Sugar. I'm getting ready to go to Iceland, and I really, really wanted some cute Ice Witch nails. So that's what I did. I did all glitz on top of MG Gemini. That's the color I used, I think, if not last week, 2 weeks ago. So, and I loved it. I'm so in love with this color. I actually put it on a client today. I was like, you want to do this new color? Because it's so beautiful. She was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. All right, so now that I've got my condensed glue gel on here, right? I did my base coat. I cured that for 15 seconds, and then I put my Glitz condensed glue gel. It comes in a pot like this, or it comes in a pot like this. We have a 5G and a 15G. Our 5G comes with any kits or anything like that. Our 15G is sold separately. This is a really awesome product. I totally recommend getting the 15G pot because it's going to last you forever, but also you're going to run out of it pretty quickly if this is all you had. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my I Hold non-wipe top gel, and I'm going to use this, and I'm going to float this on the top of my condensed glue gel. So I haven't cured this or anything. It's completely wet still. And I'm just going to go right in with my top coat. I'm going to go right on the surface of this. Being careful not to push too hard. You don't want to like push down on the brush. You really just want to glide it right over the top of that glue gel. There we go. It looks great now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my chain, and I'm going to place my chain how I want to on the nail. And I think what I want to do is I kind of want to frame the top of it. So I'm going to cut this, I think, about right here. If I have to cut it more, I will. And then I'm going to place this around the top of my nail. All right. And then I'm going to use my crystal picker and kind of place it where I want it to go. This is so pretty. There we go. And make sure that it's laying flat. You want the chain to all be going one way. There we go. Perfect. So you guys can see how I did that. And then I'm going to put a crystal right at the end of this. I think that'll look really cute. Where did my other littler one go? Perfect. Right. So I think that looks really pretty, right?
Pretty, Jenny. Good job.
Thank you. I'm going to put my snowflake right in the center of that.
Oh my goodness.
You like it?
Yeah.
I'm going to put my big crystal right at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use some little, oh, actually, hold on. I have an even bigger one. We'll use this big one right here. Right at the top. We'll put the little ones right in the sides. Just like that. Oh, that looks so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You like that, Lily?
Yeah, I will do it one day. Let Nancy do it.
Yeah.
And you can do too.
All right.
Too. On the Christmas.
On Christmas?
Yeah.
Lily wants this on her nails for Christmas, you guys. This looks so cute.
Oh, put on the feet, baby.
On your feet?
Yeah.
She's going to put it on her toes. We glitz out our toes. I don't know if you guys know that or not. We do our toes too. We don't just do our hands. So I'm going to put some gold beads on here just to kind of fill in just a little bit of that space. Oh, this is so cute. Perfect. And then I'm going to use these guys here. I'm going to go right in the sides of this. Oh, this looks so cool. So just like that, we're going to do, we want it to be straight. So I'm just making sure everything is nice and straight. We'll do this right here. And then we will put one more little crystal right here at the tip of these. We'll put some gold bead right underneath these two here so we can connect these. And then I have an idea what I want to do for the rest of it. I think you guys will like this. Put another gold bead over here, put my other little last crystal right under there. So it looks like it's all connecting, like the chain is still going, right? Perfect. Oh, that looks really cute. You guys like that? I'm gonna move it up just a little bit. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the rest of this chain here and I'm gonna get it so that it'll go right at the tip of this, and then I'm gonna run it down the length of the nail. There we go. Maybe I'll cut it right there. I think that's probably the best bet. So I'm going to cut this right at the ball. All right. Place it right back on there. I'm going to use my crystal picker to move this up a little bit. And then I think I'll put a little gold bead right at the end of the chain just to make sure that like it stays, like it's not going to feel like it's catching on anything. Just a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. And then we will get some more crystals. I know we have some here. There we go. Oh, this looks so cute. I'm just making sure everything looks nice. Everything's all connected. Perfect, just like that. And then I'm gonna use some of these and we'll connect this right there. And we'll use a little gold bead right at the end of this one. What do you guys think about that? You like that? Let's do like this too.
Wow.
That turned out so cute. I'm just trying to make sure everything's laying flat. So make sure it's all laying flat. At least as flat as you can get it. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then I can kind of see how this is ending up a little bit lumpy on the sides from me moving my chain around so much. So I'm just going to go right in here with my top coat and kind of smooth that out. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to cure this in the lamp for 60 seconds, guys, and then I'm going to go in with my precision pen, especially all over this chain, just to make sure everything stays the way that I wanted it. And then we will cure that, and we'll be done. So, good. Everything's right where I want it to be. Make sure everything's nice and centered. So you want this to go right down the center of the nail. Right? There we go. Perfect. All right, curing in the lamp 60 seconds, guys, okay? There we go. And when you're in the lamp with your client and they have something like this on, you really want to make sure that they're rocking their thumb or their fingers a little bit from side to side. And the reason that you're doing that is because you want to make sure that all up underneath this crystal that's bigger, that the gel is getting cured all the way. You want it to cure all the way. And then make sure you're telling your clients after they get their nails done, they need to be waiting 24 hours before they're soaking in anything, doing the dishes for a long period of time. Anything like that is definitely going to mess with your application. So make sure that they're doing it properly, okay? A big portion of it is not just application, but also your client making sure that they're wearing their nails properly. Like, I can have these beautiful nails on for as long as they will last, but they're only going to last me a short period of time if after I've done this, I go home and I start digging in my garden. And I love my plants, but also we have to make some sacrifices, right? So now that my nail, it's so pretty. Looks like this. What we're going to do is we're going to go in with our precision pen and we're just going to make sure that everything is completely stuck down on that nail. We don't want there to be anything popping up. Like I can see this chain a little bit popped up, all that. I'm just going to go in with my precision pen and make sure that that's good. So same thing, make sure you're not throwing away this little red cap. You want to keep that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my precision pen and I'm going to go all over this chain. Right down the center of it. Right down the center of it on this one too, because I want to make sure that it's adhered properly, but also I don't want this to be catching on my client in her hair or anything like that. I'm going to go right in between this little spot here. I'm going to make sure all the sides of my snowflake are completely good. All the sides of these crystals. Especially under my snowflake. If I feel like there's anything like raised up, I just want to make sure that I'm getting all that properly adhered. There we go. And I'm going to go right underneath this little ball right here. Just because I want to make sure that that's good. Same thing on this side. And right here, this decided to kind of pop up a little bit on me. So I'm going to make sure that I've secured that on there really well. Right? Don't go over your crystals. You can go around them and in between them, but do not go over the top. So you can see how I've done this. I'm going to go on every little metal bead. I'm going to go right on the top of this chain right here down the center. And right at that tip. Right? So you guys can see properly. There we go. Sorry about that, Instagram. Could you do me a favor, sweetie? Mm-hmm. Well, I think I got it. We just need to plug this lamp in. I think it was plugged in. Got it.
Let me turn it
Sorry
on.
about that, guys. It's good. No, it doesn't need to be on. My phone was going to die on me. We didn't want that. Otherwise, you guys will miss out. Okay, so you can see how I've done everything. I've gone in all the sides of my snowflake for sure, because I don't want there to be any edges that are like sticking up, because that's going to cause my nail to catch in my client's hair. But also I want to make sure that it stays on, right? I got a little bit on top of the snowflake. I'm just going to wipe that off. Perfect. I'm really happy with the way that this looks. I'm going to go right here at the top of this now that I'm thinking about it, just to make sure that that chain is going to stay right where I put it. We'll go right underneath this little ball right here. And then I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds, okay guys? So 60 seconds in the lamp, and then we'll wipe this bad boy off with a little bit of alcohol, and we'll see what our finished looks are. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to call us, 206-771-5086. But the best way to get a hold of us is by email, and you can email us at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. Make sure that when you're checking out, you're using the code JennyW, and you will get 10% off of your entire order. That's JENNYW, and you'll get 10% off of your entire order, okay guys? And any other inquiries, or maybe you just want to join, you can get us on Crystal Obsession on Facebook. Crystal Nail Obsession is our group. And if you have any issues at all, if you have any questions, if you have anything else that you want to say, you can always get a hold of us through DMs on Facebook, Instagram, or you can get a hold of us, like I said, via email, which is going to be the best way for a quick response, at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. Ooh, look at that. So pretty. So I've got my little alcohol spritzer here. I've got a little piece of paper towel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my little paper towel. And then I'm just going to gently wipe the surface of my nail so that we can see how nice and shiny those crystals are without any residue on them from our wax picker. Oh my God, so pretty. Same thing on this one. I'm just going to make sure that there's no wax on my crystals. Perfect. Look at those babies. These turned out really, really good. Thank you, Stellas. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you guys for showing up to my live video tonight. I will be back again tomorrow, so definitely check us out. We'll be doing another live video tomorrow, maybe a little later than this because I do have a pretty full day tomorrow. But thank you guys so much. Like I said, don't forget to use that code JennyW. You'll get 10% off your entire order. And then any questions, please email us at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Goodbye.